Oh, you can just see the sun and the eclipse energy just pouring in. Ooh. Oh, honey, it is going to be lit. I mean, literally the sun is right here on the side of me. It's that time of day in the afternoon. It's like 4:30 where the sun is right here towards my left side. So that feels quite important. Whew, it's a little last minute that I'm coming live, so I didn't tell nobody. I put it up real quick on Instagram to let everybody know that I was coming live. And so I know it's really last minute. I didn't think I was going to. So hopefully people watch live. If not, you guys can rewatch it later. But we are just going to shuffle and see where the cards are at. I know, super last minute. That's that energy of the eclipse. Look at that. Our first card here is fire. Ooh. Fire is passion, anger, and purification. You know, it feels like a buildup. A buildup, it's like combustion. You know how they talk about spontaneous combustion? There's something that's brewing. You know how when you're like building a fire and let's say you want to boil a pot of water, when you stare at a pot of water, it never boils, right? That's the thing. The idea of it is it never boils when you stare at the pot. When you stand up, walk away, completely forget that the pot is sitting there, you're waiting like this, waiting like this, waiting like this for it to boil, right? And you walk away, and then you go, holy shit, it's boiling. The water is boiling, and it's like, it's like as soon as you turn your attention away from something, it happens. Now the energy I've been feeling the past couple of days with this new moon, rare hybrid solar eclipse, is like anything is possible. Like in any eclipse, right? Eclipses are wild cards. They are very unpredictable. The energy right now feels kind of, you know what it feels like? It feels like it's excitement, but it's nervousness and it's slight paranoia. I know that I feel that personally. And so I feel this sense of like anxiousness. It's almost as if like you're waiting on the answer. Is it yes or no? You know that feeling of like, I'm waiting to hear yes or no. And we don't know yet. Like we're waiting and we're like waiting. They got the envelope. Oh God, they got the envelope. Oh my God, it's they're gonna open the envelope. It's like that moment of like, is it yes or is it no? It's like I kept feeling and hearing that song from Twilight New Moon. There's a possibility. You know when like there's this faintness or this deafness or this nothingness? It's quite misleading, right? And this is why I love new moons. New moons are very underrated. New moons are dark and they're black and they're quiet. And it is almost underrated because you don't see it in its full glory. Something about it, it's hidden, right? You don't even realize it's there. And it's this energy of something of that sort where it's like, first of all, what you cannot see is hidden for protection, right? You can't annihilate what you can't see. But there's also this sense of it's possible. Like, oh my God. It's like I see like a heartbeat, like flatlined, right? Like zzz, be do do do. It's like something that was dead. It's like resurrected. It's like resurrection. It's like there's a possibility. Oh my God, what do you fucking mean? Oh my God, what do you mean that there's a solution? Oh my God, what do you mean that it could be a yes? Oh my God, it's like this energy of like something like building up. You know what I mean? It's like a buildup of something. It's like there's a possibility. Thank you, Angel. Thank you, honey. There's a possibility. It's like it ain't over till it's over kind of an energy. Eclipses are very unpredictable. We just don't know. I mean, I don't fuck with eclipses. I sit back and I watch and I see what the universe is going to do. And I see where this tornado is going to go. And I just try my best to avoid it and kind of, you know, relax. But there is also this sense here of just letting the universe rearrange shit and letting the universe kind of move around the pieces, and this is realignment, and there is like this deliciousness in the air of unpredictability and unknown, you know what I mean? And like feeling this energy of I had no hope and I feel hope now. And I think that that's the most important message of it all, is that a lot of people are so mentally stuck in this muggle way of thinking. Thank you, Christina. Thank you, honey. If you want me to read for you, let me know, okay? I can pull a couple cards. There's this energy of this unpredictability, right? Where people are going, you know what? It's never. It's 1 in a billion. It's like only when pigs fly. This just impossible. It just can't be. It can't happen. And imagine like you get hope that there's like a possibility of something, right? And it's something you may have counted out, and it's not going to be something that's not for your greater good. Like I think a part of the Muggles, a lot of people are stuck in these ruts, in these old cycles, because they just don't dream big enough, because they are so stuck in this like lower frame of mind and of thinking and of vibration that they want to hold on to the old so badly that it literally is fucking their life up, because it puts them off in alignment. And it's like, that's ego to say, I know better, and it's this, even though it's something that is old, it's torn, it's detrimental, it's toxic, it's over. You know, the shirt that I chose to use today is super fucking cute, bodysuit from Fashion Nova. But it's as fearless with these mirroring twin tigers. And so it is this fearless energy. The tiger in the Unknown Wild Tarot deck, the High Priestess is the tiger. And so there's this delicious energy right now of let the old go, like it's a broken fucking record. You know what I mean? Like I really do feel like that. I feel like the eclipse is coming and it's gonna fucking clean house. It's enough. Enough is enough. It's time to get rid of it. It's time to let go. It's time to say we gave it our best shot. This was a great relationship while it lasted, but it ain't you and it ain't me and it ain't us anymore. You know what? This is a wonderful job. I learned a lot. Thank you for this. It ain't now, it ain't blah 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 blah. You feel me? Somebody just sent me 55.55 to my PayPal. Somebody just sent to my PayPal. Who was that? Let me know if you want me to pull cards for you after I do the collective reading. So far Christina sent, donated, and then somebody just sent to my PayPal right now. So anytime you guys send over 50, I pull cards for you right if it's over 50 USD. This energy is fucking lit. Thank you, Namiko. Let me know if you want me to pull cards for you, honey. Oh my God. Oh my God. There's a possibility. Look at that. All dark, black, nothingness. And then a light appears. And it's like this strike of the match. And it's a spark. Remember I said earlier it was like a spark of hope? Did I literally say spark of hope, or did I just say hope? Because if I fucking said spark of hope, I'm going to freak the fuck out. Because it literally says spark. Pull it for Maria instead. Absolutely, honey. Absolutely, honey. Just help me keep track, you guys. First it was Christina, and then it will be Maria if she wants. And then somebody else just sent me 55.55 to my PayPal. It looks like Bertha. Bertha, you want me to pull cards for you again, honey? Let me know. Oh, you guys are so sweet, because she did gift one to you. You're gifting her back? That's amazing, Namiko. I love you guys. I love how you guys always have each other's back. Right? Did I say spark of hope earlier? Because now the spark card comes out. It's like a spark of hope. A spark where you go, oh my fucking God, there's a possibility. Oh my God, it's like eyes filling up with water, like hope all of a sudden. You literally counted something out. Well, make sure Bertha's on here. Make sure she wants me to pull for her. I didn't see her name. There's a possibility. I look all hamajangs too, as we say in Hawaii. I look fucking hamajang. Because let me tell you guys what I did. So I woke up really, really late because I woke up really early. And I've been doing this repeat pattern of waking up super fucking early, really early in the morning, going what the fuck, and so tired because I'm really drained under new moons. You guys know this about me. Plus I have my period, TMI, but I do. And of course, I'm synced to the moon and, you know, very important magical, astrological, you know, situations. And so I'm tired. And so I woke up really late, like 12:45, 1 o'clock again, after I woke up super early in the morning. And then I was like, you know what? I'm going to record and I'm going to do everything because it's eclipse. I wanted to have a really light day. But then I remembered that my air in my tires, it's a production, but bear with me. We're going somewhere. It's a lifestyle channel. And I was like, you know what? Oh my God, I have errands to run tomorrow. And I realized the last time I drove my car, it said that the air pressure was low. I fucking hate that. It's so irritating. So I was like, you know what? Because I have to run errands tomorrow and it's far, I don't want to go and drive with the air pressure low. And I don't want to do it in the morning before I go. So I was like, okay, I'm going to go put air in my tires. This is while the eclipse is happening, right? Because it's supposed to be 3:34 p.m. and on Hawaii time. And so I'm like, oh my God. So I'm out running fucking errands, putting air in a tire, air now, okay? And I realized that I was like, oh my God, I was putting air. I was using air. It was just strange. And so I put air in my tires and then I went to go get my coffee. Of course, today I got a caramel macchiato with soy, iced. It's supposed to be extra ice, but as you can see, there's 2 fucking ice cubes in here. And it's warm. Thank you, Sadie. And so I got that, and then I said, okay, I'm gonna go home. And then while driving home, I realized in Hawaii, it was so cloudy. And I couldn't see the sun and the eclipse. Like, I couldn't see it. Granted, I mean, obviously, you look at the sun directly, you can't see much, right? So, but I was like, oh God, it's cloudy. So I was almost home, and then I decided, no, I'm gonna actually go back out. And I had this really strong feeling I wanted to go to Home Depot because it's the nearest plant place next to me, right? And so I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna go to Home Depot. I'm gonna look at plants. And so I was running around Home Depot outside, walking around with the sun, the eclipse shining on me, looking at plants. It was like I was in a fucking garden. Somebody else just sent me 5555. Who was that? Sent us my PayPal. Let me know if you want me to pull cards for you after let us know here so my moderators can see. And I realize I'm being bathed in the sun and the moon, walking around outside, right, the outside area of Home Depot, looking for shit. And so I was really drawn to buy rosemary because rosemary is a protective, you know, and a beautiful, it's an amazing herb. And, you know, I like to keep rosemary outside in a particular place, you know, in my area. And so I got a fucking little thing of rosemary because my other one died like months ago. And I was looking around, looked at the roses. The roses weren't, you know, very amazing. So I was like, I'm just gonna get that. And so anyway, after that, and then I went to go get me fucking pandas, which I don't eat meat. So because I don't eat meat, I just got noodles in the anyways, it's irrelevant. But somebody just sent 7777. What is SGD? Somebody figure out for me if that's 50 USD. I can't tell. I don't know what SGD is. Oh, thank you, honey. So anyways, that's my fucking story, okay? So that's what I was doing when the eclipse started. And right now it's hot and sunny right now in Hawaii, and so I can't like look at the eclipse because now that it is clear, it's like blinding to the eyeball. So the energy I keep feeling is there's a possibility, like there's a spark of hope. And then we get these cards, right? Fire and spark. So it's just like, wow. There's a possibility. All right, let's continue. Oh, there goes on the bottom of the deck. Vortex. Vortex. Opening, cycles, and threshold. This eclipses are portals. Let me not freak out. 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 That's what eclipses are. They're wild cards. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you, honey. You want me to pull cards for you? Namiko and the rest of the moderators are going to keep track of the list of people I'm going to pull cards for after I do the collective reading for you guys. A portal has opened. Oh God, it's so nerve-wracking. Oh my God, it's like fucking nerve-wracking. It's like, ah! You sent 5555. Was that you who sent it via PayPal, honey? I was asking who sent 5555 because I couldn't see it. Then you sent that before the 7777, if I'm not mistaken, honey. Because didn't I say that earlier? I was like, who sent that 5555? I saw it pop up on my PayPal. Michelle sent it here, on here. But I see, well, yours was the PayPal one, right? Yes. See, that was Megan's, and then Megan, and then the 7777 for Michelle. A portal. A motherfucking portal, bitch. The 7777 also, that the name right there, R. They want one too, honey. If you can add them, please. Vortex opening, eclipse. Ah! I feel like we're all like this. This is what I feel like. I feel like the universe is going, thank you for coming. Have a seat. And we'll be right with you. And I just feel like we're going, oh my fucking God. Like freaking out. I'm like sweating. Granted, I was outside in the hot fucking sun. It is hot as fuck in Hawaii right now. My God, it's always hot, but it's extremely hot right now. And I just feel so like sweaty and anxious and nervous and like, oh my God. Oh my God. If you guys watch Capricorn's reading, or the Capricorn moon, and the Capricorn and Aquarius readings for me resonate because I'm an Aquarius sun, Capricorn moon. If you guys watched Capricorn's reading I just did, it could be collective for some of you too, right? If you have Capricorn in your chart, or you just feel connected to the reading. But remember, we were feeling that, I felt in that reading that it was almost as if like you were getting like little bits and pieces and clues of your twin flame. Twin flame. Why do I feel like that could be, for some of you, it? So elusive, the energy of twin flame. It has been commercialized, it has been polluted, it has been diluted, and the sacredness of it has been ruined by people who wanted to make it this karmic, toxic love affair and turn that into what they believe twin flames are. And I think we've learned a lot that even though we don't know what twin flames are, we know it's not that. And we do know that down this fucking rabbit hole we went, that we ended up realizing that it was a journey of self and of loving self and of a spiritual awakening and of releasing the want or need to find a twin flame or where's my twin flame. We release that. And so what we have come to find is that I don't know what a twin flame is actually, but what I know is it's not toxic love that I was trying to make it out to be. It is sacred, and it brought me back home to myself, and it forced me to be accountable for my own actions, and it forces us to look at ourselves in the mirror. And no, we don't know necessarily if it's going to end up being romantic. And that would have been crushing to us years ago, right? Some of you, it's crushing right now to think, what the fuck do you mean it's not romantic? I know that, right? That's, again, the ego in us to go, well, I want it to be because it sounds so delicious and elusive and wonderful and magical. But what if it's not? No one's saying it's not, but it could very well be this fairy tale thing, right? Romeo and Juliet reunited. We don't know that yet. But the fact is, have you released the idea that it has to be? I feel like for those of you that have fully released the idea of it, that have fully said, you know what, maybe it's not what I thought it was, but maybe it is, but I'm no longer attached to that. And I'm at peace with that, and I feel good about that, and I'm at home with myself, and I love working on me, and I love the things that I'm doing. I make mistakes, but I hold myself accountable, but I'm trying to learn from them, and I'm trying to tie up loose ends, and all of this stuff about self. What if that's when there's a possibility, right? First card we had for my C'est La Vie deck, which is, excuse me, for my Midnight Hour deck, right, is fire. I mean, this is Aries season. This solar new moon eclipse, this hybrid rare ass solar eclipse is in Aries, and that's fire, passion. You also see it says anger too. Is a borderline love-hate, right? When it's extremely passionate. It's love-hate, and it just is. There's a real borderline energy to it. That's what it is. It's just so much love. Sometimes it's borderline hate. And sometimes so much hate is borderline love. It's this extreme emotions that we feel of it, right? That it really does teeter on the line. So you have fire, first of all, and then you have fire yet again, but you have the lit match, which is spark. Creation and new beginning. And I keep feeling like that there's a possibility. There's like a spark of hope. Never say never. There's that portal. This is an eclipse. The portal's opening. Look who's staring at me at the bottom of the fucking deck. Here we go. The Magician. The reason I chose this particular, who's that? Thank you, Shannon. Thank you, honey. The reason that I chose this picture of the Magician is because you can't see his face. Magician can be trickster, illusion, and deception. There is a very big deception here. I don't know if you're going to be shocked or not when you see who it is that steps out from the shadow. There's a possibility. Now, is it a possibility that the person who steps out from the shadow is a fuckface that still treats you horribly, that is still, you know, someone who is married and not wanting to be courageous and brave and wants to stay in a loveless, you know, karmic relationship? Is this someone who's dating 7 other people and they want to be fucking, you know, Don Juan? No. No. And if that is what comes out of the shadows for you, that ain't it, boo-boo. That ain't it, boo. What we are feeling this Magician energy is this deception, not maliciously, but I almost feel like the deception is the universe going, look here, look here, look here, like a magician would. Look over here, look over here, and then they're doing a little something over here, but look over here. It is, look over here, look over here. It's distraction. Maybe even decoys. We've talked about the decoys for fucking years. Oh my God, it's so delicious. Do you know what I mean? The whole thing of it's delicious. What is going to come out from the shadows? What do you think it is? What do you think it is? What do you think is going to come out of the shadow? Do you think it's going to be what you think it is? You think it's going to be who you thought it was going to be? What do you think? I'm curious. There's a possibility. I don't know. Let's shuffle. Let's shuffle now, shall we? Ooh, what are we going to shuffle though? Look at what's staring at me at the bottom of this deck. This is the Island Time Wellness deck, and it's Twin Flames. Look at underneath that soulmate, potato, potato. Soulmate, Twin Flame. There's a possibility. Keys on a ring. Many options, a decision. You're going to have a lot of options. Why does that keys on the ring feel really relevant though? What if they give you keys to open any door? It's empowerment and it's also discernment. They're allowing you to choose. See, be careful what you ask for. Imagine how difficult that is. They give you just this ring of keys and you have like 4 keys on there, 3 keys, 2 keys, and they go, well, it's whatever door you want. But you can only pick one door. Excuse me? What the fuck you mean I can only pick one door? What? You can choose. We're letting you choose since you always complain that you don't have a choice. We're letting you choose, but you can only choose one door. I'm going to be honest with you. If the universe put me in that position to say you can choose, Missy, choose which door, but you can't see what's behind each door, you got to choose. I would say, you know what, universe? I trust that you know better than me, that you know that something is bigger and better and greater for me than I can see for myself, as per fucking usual. As it has been all this time. We think we know, we have no goddamn idea. Universe always know better than us. And sometimes we don't see it in the moment. And it is a timing issue. Some of you are going to be paired with a person that had you met them 10, 5, 20 years ago, you would have been like ill. They may have been like ill. You both may have been like ill. You know what I mean? Like, ill. But now, there's something different. You're seasoned. You guys got some obey on your skin. You know what I mean? You fucking seasoned, honey. You've been around the block a few times. You got a good tan going on, you know what I'm saying? Because you've been spinning the block. You know what I mean? You've got experience under your coat or whatever the fuck they say, right? You got experience there. You guys are both just different. Crones, wise, experienced motherfuckers. What a delicious energy to be in right now. God, this fucking lighting is disgusting. That's why I hate filming or going live at any time in the afternoon, because that sun just comes right in here. I forgot it's the eclipse right here, so I better shut up. But I'm so hot. I just feel like I'm sweating. And why do I feel like the camera's like this, where I feel like I look so like fat or something? God, I just want to end it. Let me not look at it. Let me not look at it. Oh my God, look at that, the High Priestess bottom of the deck. Okay, let me not get distracted, because I'm distracted now. I'm hot. Thank God my AC just kicked on. I heard it. All right, let's keep going. There's a possibility. Oh my goodness, look at the Hierophant. Look at that ladder. Going up the ladder, ascending higher. This is spiritual ascension. Hierophant is Taurus energy. We're going into Taurus season. Some of you might move up a notch in Taurus season, level up in Taurus season. You hit another vibrational frequency in Taurus season. Enjoy this last bit of this fiery, powerful Aries energy. Aries is super pop-offish. They can be quite impulsive. We call them the babies of the zodiac, but you know, they are very... Why does it keep saying this message is held for review? Why is it doing that now on YouTube? I don't know if you guys are writing things. They're flagging your some people's messages. That's weird. I don't know. I've never seen that before. People, they always just do stupid ass things and screw shit up that don't need to be screwed with. Can you guys go find the people out there that are doing weird things on YouTube as opposed to us just trying to sit here and channel the energy? And if those are weird comments, go put them elsewhere. Stupid asses. Thank you, Shannon. Look at that release. See how beautiful this card is? Look at what she's doing. She's saying, I'm going to let it go. I'm going to let it go. If it's been doing that for a while, it hasn't been doing it where I can see it on my YouTube. Because the last time I came live, it wasn't doing that. At least it wasn't showing it to me. May have showed it to you guys, but it didn't show me. I don't know why. Maybe that was a bug. Maybe it was always supposed to show me, but it didn't show me. I've never seen that before. Messages held for review like that ever. This is release. This is surrender. This is letting something go. This is saying goodbye. This is that thing I talked about earlier, that you have released this expectation of something, saying, I'm going to let this go. I'm not holding on to the fact that it's so-and-so. I'm not holding on to the fact that it's got to be this job, that it's got to be this thing, this person, this timeline. What if the fucking eclipse comes in right now and is such a wild card? It just rips everything apart, rearranges everything, which I have a feeling it's going to do, by the way. It's going to rewrite destiny. Oh, I feel emotional saying that. It's going to rewrite history. It's going to rewrite destiny. Two of Swords. I feel like it's like something that won't leave your mind, something that won't leave your head. Right? These crows are just trying to warn her, trying to tell her. And it's like blindfolds, don't want to hear it, don't want to see it. You know, maybe some of you have been ignoring something. Ignoring something that's obvious. It's the elephant in the fucking room and you're like, I just don't want to see it. Eight of Swords, Eight of Wands. This is that eclipse right now. Remember we had vortex earlier? This is that vortex right fucking now. Here we go, buckle up, bitch. Look at the bitch right here, living her best fucking life. Feminine, living her best life. Living her best life in day, at night, drowning in the fucking emotions and moon. Oh, the moon, La Luna. I find it incredible that today is a solar eclipse, which means that the moon's going to pass over the sun. So the sun's just going to be like this. You know what I mean? And here comes the moon. That's what makes it incredibly difficult to see right now, because the moon and the sun is so bright right now out, and with like the fucking sun on it, I mean the moon on it, we can't see shit. No, maybe we're not supposed to see it. Maybe we're not supposed to look at it. Maybe we're not supposed to look it in the eye. Maybe we are supposed to not, you know, acknowledge and see it. Remember, it's about the hidden. New moons are hidden. You can't see it. Something is hidden. The moon is secret. The moon is what you don't see coming. I don't think you see this coming. I don't think you have any fucking idea or clue of what is coming and stepping out of the shadows. I don't think you know. I don't think you know. You're not supposed to know. Answered prayers. Oh my God. Oh my God, I fucking feel it. I feel it. I feel like the spark of hope, the feeling of it was never gonna happen. This can't be. I'm screwed. There's no solution to this. There's no fucking hope. I feel like something shifts, man. I feel like the universe is just rearranging it right now and going, mm-mm. 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 No. It's a Hail Mary. It's a fucking Hail Mary. This is no accident. I forgot to tell you guys this. I started watching Nip Tuck for the first time ever, guys. Okay, for the first time freaking ever. I know. But I went down a fucking rabbit hole with Charm season 3 when Cole meets Phoebe. And then I was like, holy shit, I forgot how hot Julian McMahon was, man. Back in the day, he's still hot as shit. Fine as wine as a fucking older man. May I tell you, honey. He is zaddy to a motherfucking T. To a motherfucking T. But I didn't know he was in Nip Tuck because I never watched Nip Tuck. I'm an Aqua. You know, I don't watch things when they're popular, right? Everything that I watch that's popular or into, I'm into it after the fact of when it's popular. Twilight, you know, fucking 50 Shades, everything. I'm never into it in the moment. Even my X-Files and nothing. Anything I'm obsessed with that's popular has never been in the moment. So I went down this fucking rabbit hole. Found out he was on Nip Tuck. I was like, what the fuck is Nip Tuck? I've heard of it. I remember seeing commercials about it when I was younger, but I don't know. I've never seen it. Started watching it, fell in love. Okay, so I'm on season 2? Season 2, season 3? I can't remember what season I'm on. But last night's episode was the one where they thought the girl had stigmata. And it was where Sean was like, oh my God, I'm going to freak the fuck out. It was where he was in the church and he said, please help me. I have no hope. That was his moment, what we talked about earlier, that moment of silence, of darkness, of nothingness. When we have no fucking hope at all. There is no hope. This is never going to get better. It can't, not ever. There's no solution to this problem. He was literally in the church going, because remember he found out the thing, and I won't talk about it in case other people didn't see it. He found out the thing. And so he was like freaking the fuck out, went in the church and was like, I have no hope. Please help me. Please give me something to believe in. What if some masculines come to that particular point? What if remember that's how it happened for us. I told you guys that people they're really under these false pretenses that they think that they can go and pay someone to awaken them. That they can go on a retreat, that they can go on a podcast, they can watch a podcast, that they can drink a drink, that they can do all these things to get to this level of where we're at after we've been to war. We've been burnt to a crisp and rose up as Phoenix multiple times. And until you have done those things, gone to war and gone to hell and survived, you don't know. And that's what happened to him in that particular episode. He crashed and fucking burned, honey. It was it. His world was turned upside fucking down. There was nothing left. No hope. And it was a stigmata episode, remember? And so anyways, I'm just thinking like, oh my God, this is like that feeling of like no hope. Or feeling like the rug got pulled out from under you. And if you've ever had the rug pulled out from under you and you just were like, oh my God, what now? What do I do now? And it's that moment the knees hit the ground. That's when the awakening happens. We don't necessarily seek it. It comes and it finds us and it taps us on the fucking shoulder. And it's this really spiritual experience that like almost broke us and basically almost killed some of us, depending on the circumstance of how it happened to you, right? Whether it happened through heartbreak, whether it happened through losing a business, losing money, losing your home, whatever this was, losing a loved one, whatever this was, whatever it was that initially got you and cracked you the fuck open was the first big bang. It almost killed us. Maybe the first one didn't almost kill you. Maybe it was the second one. Maybe it was the third one. Because I assure you, once you crack open once, they'll keep cracking you the fuck open. It ain't one and done. And anybody that tell you it's one and done has never been through the actual process or this experience of a spiritual fucking awakening. Because I promise you, it's not one and done. Just when you think you've done it all, just when you think you can relax and no more this, here it comes. Because why are we here? This is not a fucking vacation. We came here and we said, I want to learn all these things so that my soul can evolve and grow to its highest potential. And anything in past lives that I tried to avoid, I want to make sure I take care of in this life. And before we were reincarnated, we said, you know what? I'm so brave. I can do it all. Give me everything. I can handle it. No problem. We forget how difficult it is as muggles. We come, we were born, we fucking have no memory. We have no memory of shit. So we start from scratch. And then it's this process of going through life, not knowing who you really are, why you're really here, and then muggling until that moment that it comes to find you and it cracks you and it taps in the shoulder and goes, I've come for you. Because it's time to crack the fuck open. Because it's time now to remember who you are. What is a spiritual awakening? Honestly, I feel like what it is a process of remembering who the fuck we are. And remembering why we're here. and remembering the power that we have. That's what I truly think just a spiritual awakening is. It's about remembering why we're here. It's remembering that, like, we are not victims here. It's about understanding and seeing things from a different perspective, that, like, you know what? All of these lessons are not because why is it happening to me, but it's about what is it trying to teach me. But it comes and it finds you. This masculine that you're going to be paired with, if you're a feminine, they're searching for this motherfucker. And he may have been running. Lord knows we have several times. When you feel that next awakening coming and you feel that searching for you, you feel the darkness coming. See why we're not afraid of the dark? Because we have been in the dark so many times and found that we were scared, we were alone, we were at that worst moment in our fucking life. And what we found was, in those moments of total darkness, we were the light. That's why we don't fear it. I am light, I am dark. I don't fear either. I'm comprised of both. That darkness is searching for them. What is the darkness? Your fucking shadow. Your shadow that you are avoiding, right? The shadow. See that? The shadow. You're trying to avoid what it is and what it ain't. Trying to avoid the crack open because it's hard and it's tough and it's not easy. And it's not just this thing where I can pay money and take 5 courses and take a class and it's done, and drink a drink and it's done. Those are little, small, tiny tools, but it ain't fucking it. That's not how the Big Bang comes, honey. I promise you. It finds you. And it's searching for these masculines and hunting them down. And for the ones that have surrendered to the darkness, allowed this healing process to happen, did deep shadow work, right? They're coming out of hell like we did. They're rising up from their ashes like we did. They're going to start pairing you guys up, pairing you off. Because are you going to be paired with someone that doesn't have that in common with you, that's not even on the same vibrational frequency as you? Fuck no. Like attracts like. I think this vortex, this eclipse right here may start the process of hunting down masculines that have been running from themselves. They've been running from their own shadows. And it may even happen to us as well too. Loose ends that we still have, anything that's outstanding, anything that we were supposed to have gotten rid of, we didn't. It's coming. It's coming to clean house, but it's also coming. The good news, bottom of the deck. I mean, yes. Prosperity, yes. Celebrations, yes. But first, there's a but. There's a but. What is the but? I don't fucking know, but I know there's a but. Because the butt gonna be different for each of you. Might be a big butt, honey. And big butts don't lie. Sorry. Fucking letter. Communication, news. You might get a message from somebody and it is going to shock the shit out of you. Jaw dropping. Ba-bam! Not in a bad way either. I don't feel like that message or communication's bad. I don't think it is. I just don't. I do not think it is. Thank you, Susie, Sunshine. Thank you, honey. I don't think it's bad. I think that it's... hold on, because we're going to try and feel out what it is, but I don't think it's bad. I just don't think so. I think it might be, look at that. There's the unpredictability, the Wolverine. Wolverine's unpredictable. Oh, it's going to be very unpredictable, bitch. You have the road. The road talks about this crossroad. It's a fork in the road, right? It's about journey. It's multiple choice. That's funny because you had it multiple choice here with the keys on the ring as well, too. So you guys might find that you had nothing, 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 and now you have multiple offers, multiple options. It literally says multiple choice. So multiple choice, this is free will, opportunity, weighing out the options and deciding. This is 2 cards here because this card also says decision. So you can see that it's multiple options, a decision, What someone has to choose. Maybe they have to choose which one. Maybe. The bridge, that's communication twice. It talks about uniting. The bridge talks about overcoming some kind of barrier. It's gonna shock the fuck out of you. Oh, look at that geese, bottom of the deck. The geese always come back home. They always come back. They're cyclical. They're very, very reliable and dependable. You know they're going to come back. They go, but they always come back. That's the geese. Oh my God, I'm going to freak out. I'm going to fucking freak out. Because I feel like it's that energy. You know, this is, like I said, it's a rare hybrid, meaning it's the actual alignment. You can Google it. Of this particular eclipse. Next one's not going to happen for quite a while. I don't know if it was like 13 years or something, but it's not going to be for a while. They're rare. Sun and the moon reuniting. Isn't that rare? It is. I love eclipses because it always reminds me of that story, right? And I've posted it on my Instagram today as well too, but it's the one where it says, tell me the story about how the sun loved the moon so much he died every night to let her breathe. And when eclipses happen, it's this rare moment that the sun and the moon get to like reunite and be together. Like Romeo finds his Juliet again. You know what I mean? And then it's a sad story of star-crossed lovers that aren't meant to be. And then after this time period, they just have to like separate and part ways. But what if this time is a time that the universe says, you know what? We're going to make a way. We're going to make a way for you guys to be together. Maybe it's going to be a broken curse. Maybe it is the curse that the sun and the moon no longer have to be the sun and the moon, right? It reminds me of that episode in Charmed, the Eclipse one. I think it was called Magic Hour as well too, where that one guy cursed the young lovers because he was in love with the girl and she didn't love him. So he turned her into the wolf and the guy into the owl. Until the curse was finally broken. Maybe it's like curses being broken for star-crossed lovers that they can't be, they can be. I mean, honey, it's a whole slew of things that it could fucking be, okay? It's an eclipse. Anything is possible. And I mean anything. And I mean anything, right? Anything that's amazing and magical, it's possible. All right, give me 1 second, please. I'm gonna pull a few more cards here, and then I wanna start working on the list of people that I'm doing mini readings for. Just pulling a few cards for you, because they donated over 50. Oh, I told you they're gonna be fucking paired. I told you like attracts like. The very first card's the Queen of Wands from the Tattooed Tarot deck. Look who came out immediately after, the King of Wands. Kang Dangalang. Because boom Kanani. I told you like attracts like. They're gonna start pairing you guys off. It's fire, right? This is fire. This is power. This is action, right? So I told you, it's like it's counterparts. You know what I mean? Like there you have it. But look at what she's doing. She's not very open. She's kind of jaded a little bit. She's not very vulnerable, and he finds that to be quite endearing and hysterical. So could it be an example of he comes back and says, hey, how you doing? What's up? And she's like, fuck a what? And he's like, oh, are you mad? She's like, no. He's like, I think you're mad. And she's like, I'm not mad. But she's mad. Doesn't trust him, maybe. Star-crossed lovers. I talked about it on my live recently on Instagram, how there's two souls that were so used to not being together in every fucking lifetime. They get so close and it never happened. And so in this particular lifetime, they've learned over time to be a little bit hesitant and jaded. And especially when their souls meet again in a new lifetime, there's borderline love-hate. And we started this reading out with that energy of that borderline love-hate because our first card was fire. And in this card, fire stands for passion, anger, and purification. So imagine you have this connection with someone. Thank you, Malia. Thank you, honey. Let me know if you want me to pull cards for you, okay? Namiko has a list of people. Thank you, honey, for that big donation. I appreciate it. Imagine you and this person are so used to every lifetime, it just is not it. And then you see each other and you guys are like, it's never gonna be. It's the sun and the moon. Listen, we can't be. We only can be for a little bit. That's our fate. Our fate is not together. We're cursed. It's just, we're not meant to be. We're not. We're meant to meet and see each other, and you're unavailable or I'm unavailable or we're not on the right vibration, and we're never fucking meant to be. Just, we're star-crossed. It's not meant to be. And so she goes, I know who you are. And I remember this is our song and dance every time I get close to you, I fall in love, and I can't have you. And she's not about it. She's like, no, I'm not about to live this again. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And I feel like there's something about this lifetime where maybe it's all of your karma, all of your good deeds have accumulated. Maybe it's because the universe said, well, it was always destined to be in this lifetime. Something changes, I feel like, where if it was always a no, it's a yes. It's breaking generational curses. It's healing all this generational trauma. But it starts with somebody healing themselves. Do you understand how this happens? This is why the key was when you were searching for this love in someone else, this twin flame, and through this spiritual journey and process, we found out we were the love of our lives, and that we turned to ourselves and worked on ourselves, shadow work and self-love and all of these things. We broke generational curses by fucking loving ourselves. By holding ourselves accountable, by stopping cycles and breaking chains. We did. And if you didn't do those things and you didn't put in the work and you keep fucking with the fuck face that is only using you, or you don't understand the concept of self-love and you keep saying you do and you don't, this is not you. This is for those that actually did it. We fucking did it. We cut off the ass wipes that treat us like shit. We don't allow people to have access to us that don't know how to treat us, that don't deserve us. We know that the process is not about finding the love of our life, it's about being the love of our life. And when I am focused on me and the highest version of myself, I manifest that and I attract a partner with that same vibration and energy. That's how you fucking do it. That's how we did it. Right now, we're just waiting for the partners. And not waiting in vain either. We're manifesting. We're living our best life. I love being single and alone. I love it. I can't wait to end this live. Go eat my goddamn Panda Express freaking chow fun, because in Hawaii, I know you guys don't got it on the mainland, because every time I travel and we go to a damn Panda Express, you guys only got damn chow mein. But in Hawaii, we love chow fun, so we got the fat noodles, chow fun, and chow mein, but I only got chow fun. I got my chow fun and my fucking fried rice. I'm gonna sit there. I'm gonna watch my damn nip tuck, watch my damn show after I'm done here on this live, because I love it. I love my own company. And in order for you to break me away from myself and my own company, you got to earn that spot. And the only way you can earn that spot is you've got to make me like you more than I like my own motherfucking company. And that's tough. Because I love my damn self. I love sitting in my own energy. I love nobody's bothering me. I don't got to worry about nobody's ass and nobody's drama. I don't got to worry about nobody calling me or not calling me. I don't got to worry about shit except me and mine. I don't got to worry about no man. Do I want one? Well, depends on the one. I'd rather have none. If it's slim pickings, do I want one? Well, it depends. Which one? You know what I mean? Bitch, I'm telling you, cards never lie. There's a possibility. All right, I can't wait to pull some cards for you guys. I'm going to start on the donation list. Those that donated over 50. Who was first on my list? Was it Christina? I can't remember who was first on but we're going to leave them out because after I'm done, we're going to kind of go back and forth as Spirit allows me to kind of go back and forth, back and forth. But people freak out when I do these mini personal readings for people, but I wouldn't, because I'm going to tell you right now, not only is a message for this person, it's for all you guys watching, cross watchers too. Go on, not believe me though. You'd be missing out on some fantastic messages. It ain't no accident that you watching it, okay? Period. It ain't no fucking accident. Thank you, Star Kid. All right, so Chris is the first on the list. Here we go, Chris. That came out quickly. Sanat Kumara. Light activation. Shine your light. Your internal guidance is coming through loud and clear. It's something inside of you is going to start screaming. It's going to start screaming, yes, no. The navigational system, the GPS is turned on. That's what I feel. The GPS inside of you is on. There's also some type of epiphany. Look, that's action. You have Cernunnos. Cernunnos is life force. Express your driving passion. Sensual and sexual powers are increased. See the horns like that? That's Taurus energy too. And also Aries, right? So it's masculine. You have the elk horns and then, or the elk horns. And then you also have the ram horns. So this is why it's a card of masculine energy, right? Very, very like aggressive movement. Sensual and sexual powers are increased. Express your driving passion. It's making a move, doing something, taking action, you making the move, not sitting around waiting for someone to make it, but you actually making the move. And there's something important about that. There's a very big lesson in that for you about you doing it. Don't wait for nobody to do it for you. You do it. Very first card flew out, Queen of Pentacles, and that's you, sitting pretty. Sitting pretty, look at that. She's holding the pentacle. You've got all the power. And I don't think you remember that. And if you do remember that, then you've got to implement that and you've got to apply that. You have all the fucking power right here. You have it. Queen of Pentacles. Don't let nobody make you think otherwise. Don't let people make you feel like, well, this is out of my control. The only thing that's out of your control is what other people do. You are in full control of how you react to what other people do. You see what I'm saying? I'm not gonna let what someone else do get me upside my motherfucking self. Will it for 5 to 7 minutes? Oh, I'm gonna freak the fuck out, I'm sure. Be upset, whatever the fuck it's gonna be, right? But after those 5 to 7 minutes, okay, I'm gonna come back down to reality. And I remember that we bad bitches. I'm a bad bitch. You're not gonna make me feel some type of way. You're not gonna make me feel I'm not worthy. You're not gonna make me feel I don't deserve something. You're not gonna make me feel like I'm not motherfucking good enough. This is your reminder, Chris, that you hold all the power. You do. And don't ever forget it. We cannot control what other people say, do, or think of us. But we can control our reaction to it. And if we are at this pinnacle of really understanding and knowing ourselves and sitting on our throne, nobody's opinion of us is going to sway our opinion of us. That's power. I don't care what you think of me. I don't care if you want me or you don't. I want me. I love me. I don't give a shit. That's power. That's what your message is you have the power. You do. Don't matter what nobody think of you. 3 of Swords. There was something here that broke your heart. But remember what they say, the light is how, the crack is how the light gets in. This pain that you felt, or this heartbreak, or this disappointment that you have felt, was on purpose. They cracked you like a glow stick. Remember, your first card was light activation. Shine your light. It's like a glow stick. You got to crack it in order for it to glow. And that's exactly what they did. They cracked you open at a time when you were vulnerable so that you could feel it to the 10th degree. The timing of this was spot the fuck on for you. And I say that because I think that if it had happened in another time period of when the body and the hormones or the timing of things was different, I don't think it would have rocked you so much. I truly believe in timing of things. I tell you guys this for every damn thing. Timing is everything. People want to rush the timing of things. Everything is divine timing, and it's meant to be. The timing of this was spot on. It cracked you open so that you could shine your light. So that you could realize that, and this is her holding her light. Look at her. She's holding her light, that pentacle. Don't forget your power. Don't forget who you are. This pain or disappointment or the cracks that are happening to you, it's only allowing more light to fill you up. It's only here to remind you of the power that you have. You have the power of discernment. You have the power of choice. You have the power of choice. That's freedom in itself. Power of choice. Remember, we had multiple options. We have right here, keys on a ring, multiple options. Beautiful reading. Beautiful reading. Let me get a couple more cards for you. Nine of Wands. See that energy right here? This is that energy of being fearful, being the wounded warrior, being a little bit jaded, having a little bit of a chip on the shoulder. When we get cracked the fuck open and we know our worth, we sit like this, not like this. This is questioning who we are, not trusting our own judgment, afraid we're going to get hurt, afraid that this person is going to, you know, fuck us over or whatever this is. This is not trust. This is not knowing your worth. This is the understanding of, and this is for all of you, okay? So take fucking notes. This is the understanding of, no matter what happens in this relationship or in this job situation, no matter what the outcome is, I'm at a vibrational frequency where I'm straight within myself and I'm good and I'm aligned and I am powerful and I'm balanced and I'm loving myself and I'm at this pinnacle of my life where nothing can rock me, right? You're so aligned, right? You're just so fulfilled with everything, you know, all the good things, that no matter how this ends or how this works out, you're going to be just fine. See, this is how we know we're at the right place. People always say, well, how will I know when I'm ready to be in another relationship? How will I know when I'm ready to start a new journey? You know when you come to this place that you are not afraid anymore of what the outcome will be. Because you understand that no matter what the outcome will be, you're going to be just fine. You've already found your power. Nothing's going to rock you. That's how you know you're ready for another relationship. If you say, I'm kind of scared because what if I fall in love with this person and then they break my heart and then I'm going to be right back to square one and I'm going to be devastated and I'm going to be heartbroken and die, then you probably shouldn't even get into a fucking relationship. If that's the point and that's how you feel, then honey, you're very vulnerable at that point, and not in a good way either. If you are still at a place where you put all of your value of self into another person to make or break you, hunty, you better go back over there and do that work again, honey. You better go back over there and look in that motherfucking mirror again, because hell no. Hell no. Will it hurt us? Will it be disappointing that something didn't work out? Well, fuck yeah, we're in a muggle meat suit, living in a muggle experience. Of course we're gonna feel those feelings, and that's normal and that's okay to feel. But ain't nothing gonna fucking rock you. Because no matter what happens, you gonna be all right. All right, who's next on the list, please? And that coffee is delicious right now. I also got the iced lemon loaf. It's my favorite, honey. I love the iced lemon loaf. Oh, the cake of it's so soft, like pound cake, and it's so delicious, and the icing is so, I love lemon cakes. I don't know why, I just love them. I love lemon bars, I love lemon cakes, but I don't like lemonade. I can't fucking stand lemonade. I hate it. I don't like it. It's too tart. It's too sour. Like my baby, she loves lemonade. I don't like it. But I love lemon desserts. I love lemon custard ice cream. I love like lemon flavored things, but I don't like lemonade. All right. Next was Maria. All right, honey, hold on. I heard Belle of the Ball in my head. That's what I fucking heard in my head. I heard belle of the ball. I don't like no lemonade. I don't care if it's pink, yellow, white, strawberry, raspberry. I don't like any of it. I don't like lemonade. And I would trick myself at hot dog on a stick and try and get the cherry lemonade because I'm always convinced I'll love it. And I love it for the first 5 sips. And then I always go, I don't like it. My whole life I've tried. I swear, I'm telling you, I've tried. I was going to tell myself, oh, it's pink. I know I'm going to love it. Pink is my signature color. 5 sips in, I don't like it. I don't know why I don't like lemonade. You know what though? I've noticed that the older we get, our taste buds do change, right? So like a lot of things that at 45 now that I like, I didn't like before. So you never know. I may change my mind and my taste buds might change. But as of right now, bitch, 5 sips in, I don't like it. And I really do try to force myself. I go, oh my God, it looks so refreshing and delicious, but I don't like that tartness in my mouth. So anyways, Maria, this is your first card. Look at this card. She looks like she's inside of a gigantic compact, right? And the mirror is cracked. And she is refusing to look at herself. She's refusing to look at herself because for some reason, somebody has made her feel some type of way about herself. This is a self-image thing. She doesn't want to look at herself, so she's avoiding the beauty of herself, okay? This is the energy I have of you don't realize how beautiful you are because you don't look in the fucking mirror. And I don't mean literally look in the mirror. I mean, you're not looking in the mirror. Someone here may have made you feel, I mean, a lot of people are gonna watch, so I'm not gonna get too personal. It gives me the feeling of somebody may have hurt you so much that it rocked your self-confidence, okay? This is the point. There's a thing here about not knowing that makes sense. Belle of the ball. You're the belle of the ball. You're the belle of the ball. I don't think you know you're the belle of the ball, if that makes any fucking sense. I don't think you know that. I think you could be shortchanging yourself is the point here. You could be, you're not seeing the beauty of self. And I'm not talking about physical, because remember, I'm talking about mirror of self, reflection of self, not necessarily physically, because physical beauty fades. I'm talking about inside. Somebody made you at some point think, doubt, or believe that you wasn't good enough. Somehow, some way. There's something here. It's either past life, it's childhood, or it's something that happened in life as an adult. Something happened. Oh, look. It must be... I know, I gotta change that because the lighting in Hawaii, it's getting, you know, the sun is staying up so late. Look, it's right there. See it? Look. Ooh! The eclipse, bitch. Because the sun's right there in the afternoon. But I gotta adjust my timer because it comes on too early and the sun's still out. So not realizing that you are a catch. Oh my God. Oh my God. Look who it is. The Emperor's ass. Look who it is. See that moon? La Luna. The moon is speaking to this motherfucker right here. The moon is going, psst. And he's going, the moon's gonna make him do it. There's something here about the moon. The moon. The Emperor is the fucking big dick energy. It's masculine. He's dressed like a gladiator in this particular deck, right? This is a Tarot de la Nuit. So he's dressed like a gladiator. Your man coming, boo-boo. Your man is coming. And this masculine. This is collective for a lot of you guys. How are we going to know it's the love of our life? Because they're not going to judge us for our stretch marks or judge us for all of the things that we don't like about ourselves, all the flaws that we think we have. And at 45 years old, honey, trust me, I've got a lot that I can look in the mirror and go, I don't like this. I don't like the way my face looks. I don't like my skin. I don't like this. I look chubbier. Oh my God, I don't like this. I have scars. Just at 45, like I'm not like a porcelain doll like I once felt like in my early 20s. In my 20s, I felt like a porcelain doll. I felt, before I had my kid, honey, my face was flawless. I had not one pimple, not one scar. I was skinty, you know what I'm saying? Even though I didn't know how skinny I was skinty. I mean, and so like, now we go, oh, and then they're gonna look at you and go, what? You're fucking gorgeous. You're every damn thing that I could ever want. You're it. I feel like someone just looks at you going, that's my wife. You're it. Your feminine inside beauty and outside beauty is going to be it. Now, don't get me wrong. They're going to be hella attracted to you physically. But they're going to see your light. There's something about you. They're going to love your intuition as well too. Because see, the moon is divine feminine, right? But the moon is intuition. They're going to love your intuition. They're going to love that feminine sensuality that you're going to have as well too, which is all the things that the moon symbolizes. There's going to be this period of time where there's a dreaming thing because the moon symbolizes subconscious. So I don't know if it's you dreaming of them or they're going to dream of you. Some of you have dreamt of people, random people, right? Like, you know, it's off and on right now. People you know, people you don't know. Is that what I said in your freaking personal reading too? If I read you every day, it's going to be the same fucking thing. He's going to show up, and or a masculine. It's not because the cards never lie. I mean, it's like, it's telling you he's coming. And he's going to love you no matter what. But first, you got to love you. You see what I'm saying? Honey, if you don't love you, you're going to attract people that don't love you too. And until you can look in the mirror at self and love what you see and what you see, you ain't going to attract the right ones. Don't get me wrong. We attract all walks. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. But the caliber that we attract, right? That's like these two. I left them out. Remember, like attracts like. You attract him when you love you. And I don't just mean we're going to be all egotistical and look in the mirror and be physically beautiful, because beauty fades, honey. Oh my God, I have seen the most gorgeous people, and when, you know, they're so beautiful in their youth physically, but when they get older, you go, who the fuck is that? Don't you bank on your looks. You got to be able to have something else, because looks fade, bitch. And if you ain't funny and you ain't got a great personality and you ain't all these other things, you're screwed if you just banking on looks, okay? That's a muggle thing. We gotta make sure we're fully, you know, fully rounded. When you love you, you will attract and call in someone who loves you too. All right, who's next, please? Who's after Maria? I love doing these mini readings for you guys. I'm going to do what's called a witch's roundtable, where I'm going to do it on Zoom, so it's not live like this in public. And I'm going to, in fact, I know I haven't done it yet. I've been so busy. I'm going to do it where I offer tickets and have a very limited amount of tickets. And I'm going to do the same exact thing where everybody's going to buy a ticket, and I'm going to go and read you guys, go down the line. Bertha's next. Thank you, honey. Because I love doing these. I love it, love it, love it, love it. You know what's different about doing these personal, later recorded? These are on the spot and it's live. There's something about the live like that. It's so different. I don't know. It's like a different vibration. Although, don't get me wrong, like Maria will tell you, I'll read her here, I'll read her there. The fuck same message. If it's the same message and it's going in one ear and coming out the motherfucking other. Spirit gonna keep saying the same damn thing. It's on repeat till you fucking get it. But the energy of it's so electric and it's so amazing. It's something about it. It's like being on stage and you're singing or something, and it's like being amplified by the crowd. It's hard to explain. It's like when people are around and with me while I'm reading other people, I have found, because it's a new thing, right? I haven't been doing this very often, if at all. I just find it something, there's a different kind of a buzz to it in the air, and it's sort of like, and I feel like it's no accident that people are watching, and it's a collective, but it's personal, but it's collective for who's watching. I don't know, it's a whole other vibe, honey. I'm telling you, this is a whole nother thing. People have been emailing me going, where is the ticket? And I'm like, bitch, I don't even know what date. All right, this is Bertha. Something about water. Water. Oh my God, look at what your fucking card is, Bertha. Hold on, because I'm not bending over. So my Filipino toes is picking this up, honey. I'm 29% Filipino. Calling in your soulmate, your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. You're calling this fucker in. You're calling them in. You being the bad bitch that you are, and we mean that in a good way, right? When we say we're the bad bitches. When you are focused on you, remembering your worth, feeling good about yourself, not worrying about nobody else, staying in your own lane, bettering yourself, this is how you call them in. You call them in. Same thing like Maria, because it literally is a collective thing. We call them in by being the best versions of ourselves. There's something here about that, but I keep seeing water. Very clear, crystal clear water. I don't know if this is symbolic of literally drinking water, or if this is crystal clear water like in a beach or something, which is strange that they're not showing me that. I'm going to tell you exactly what I see. See like that? This crystal? That's what I see. And I see this. See crystal clear like that? That's what I saw. Something about that. Either crystal, a clear crystal, or water. But I'm telling you it's water. Something could be connected with that. Trust. This situation is calling for you to have faith. There's a trust thing. It's going to be a trust issue. It's either you or them. Somebody here has been burned in the past and is not the most trusting. They're not the most trusting by no means. See that? That. Somebody here ain't trusting. It's either you or them. It's the whole, really? Show me. That kind of a vibration. This energy coming through, whether this is you or the person, is the energy of I don't listen to bullshit. I don't accept no bullshit. You show me. It's a show me. Somebody here has issues trusting people. They're very tight with their circle. They don't trust a lot of people. Trust is earned with this person. Reminds me of like that scorpionic energy as well too. Yeah, Scorpios trust no one. Sometimes not even the damn self. Sometimes not even the damn self. There's a trust thing here. You gotta trust. Why are your cards flying? You have let go and just be. That's the hardest thing to do. You notice that? You notice that the hardest thing to do is just let shit go and be out of our control. To just be all, okay, let me let somebody else handle the destiny of my motherfucking life. Nah. To relinquish control and for us to surrender is very, very difficult. For you, they're saying you've got to just let it go. And remember, there's this whole thing right here. It says this situation is calling for you to have faith. Let go and just be. Don't worry about having to control the situation and circumstances. There's only so much within our control that we should be controlling. Everything else is out of our control, right? So they want you to trust this. Trust that it's going to be what it is. And it's not going to be in your control always. It's a beautiful lesson of letting things go and surrendering to the beauty of the universe. Look at that. Your first card's Clover. Luck. The Clover card here is luck, happy coincidence, reward, good fortune, unexpected rendezvous, carefree, a fling, or flirt. Maybe all of the above. I don't know. You might meet somebody very unexpectedly. And I mean very unexpectedly. It may happen that way. Now, we don't know necessarily because they're going to keep that from you. So it could be any of those things, but your luck is fucking changing. Happy coincidence, reward, good fortune. Your luck is changing. Oh my God, bitch. First of all, the bottom of the fucking deck is, look at that, the light. You see that? This is the Empress. This is the mother energy. This is Venus, right? Goddess of love. Making sure you love yourself. You marinating in that self-love. The Empress card here talks about attraction and attractiveness in ourselves and in others, honey. This inside out. This talks about charm and beauty and grace and magnetism, right? So it's about loving yourself so goddamn much. Look at what happens. Ooh, you attract somebody in. Look at that. The rings. That is commitment, marriage, okay? Whatever you want it to be, but it's like it's a commitment of someone. It's a promise, it's a bond, it's partnership. But the bottom of the deck, we have the Bear. And I swear when I read your cards recently, we talked about somebody being like zaddy. That's zaddy. Again. The Bear is the boss. Big dick energy, bitch. The boss is protective. They're strong. They're muscular. Oh, this is Poppy. Damn, Papa, you a rare breed. No comparing. And it's motherfucking scary. It's that kind of vibe. Like, damn, Papa, you a rare breed. Something about that feels like, damn. The Bear, again, it's that same kind of an energy. Muscular and very handsome and zaddy kind of like where people go, damn. Your jaw might fucking drop. Damn. Kind of a vibe is what I got to the last time. And it's the same thing. But I honestly feel like it's when you look in the mirror and you go, damn, with yourself. Remember we talked about that in the beginning. You loving on your damn self. I'm a bad bitch. And a bad bitch attracts in. Poppy chulo, exactly. You got a bear. You got a bear coming in. You got zaddy. This is definitely partnership here too. This masculine energy, whoever this person is going to have this potential of being a lifelong partner. Now that doesn't mean when we say stuff like that, it doesn't mean it's the very next one, because sometimes it takes maybe 2 or 3 and then they come in and it may be the very next one. So that's the thing about timing, right? We don't know exactly when the timing of this is, but for you, it is to be assured. You work on you. You continue to love up on your damn self. You relinquish control and trust that the situation will happen the way it's meant to when you are the bad bitch, right? And you treat yourself that way. And then, I mean, look at that. It's coming. This relationship, this connection, this gorgeous. Look at that. It has trust in there as well, too. That's big with you. That's twice. You have the trust card here, and then in the ring card, it says trust right here, too. That means twice. Trust. All right. Megan next. Thank you. Megan. Megan. You have weight. You know that feeling that you get when like someone's about to say something, but then you go, when you think they're not making the right choice, you go, wait. That's the feeling I get. I almost feel like this is your spirit guides or angels telling you wait. 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 Oh, bottom of the deck's big happy changes, bitch. You're welcome, Bertha. Wait. And then boom, something different, something better, something shifts, something changes. I mean, when you have big happy changes, it indicates big changes are coming, shifts, might be seeing fives as well too, right? But there's this energy here of, oh, see, look, bottom of the deck's perfect timing. Wait. Hold on. Maybe about reminding you not to be impulsive as well too. You know what's incredible is a lot of us are really, really like cautious and laid back, and we wait. But sometimes we can be really like that, like impulsive. And you can hear there's a sirens in the background. I heard the sirens all last night and all today. We had a major storm last night. A lot of people didn't have electricity. There was a storm that ran through Hawaii. It's crazy, right? During an eclipse time. And that's what it is. All right, for Megan. Megan. I feel like that weight is also protection too. Eight of Swords. This is something overthinking. Wow, that was hidden underneath. The Eight of Swords here is overthinking. Something is keeping you trapped. It's this can't get it out of my head vibration. I can't stop thinking about it. I'm trying. I can't stop thinking about it. It's like something is on repeat. It almost reminds me of like Groundhog's Day. Something in the mind might be on repeat, or something is very hard to let go of, or I almost feel like it's a surrender. Surrendering something. They want you to do this. See how this energy, she's sort of throwing caution to the wind? There's this act of surrender. You see how she's throwing that up in the air, and it's actually creating this like circle of magic around her. You can see that round circle. It's that act of releasing surrender. It actually is going to create something. It creates magic for you. By releasing, by letting go, and the trust of that creates this sort of like vortex of things. It's crazy how the act of letting go, ending something that you think it's like, oh God, see, it's the mind thinking the opposite. When I end something, it's the end. But in actuality, the end is the end of that, but it's the beginning now of something else. So you releasing or ending something creates magic. There's magic here. There's some kind of, something with that ring too, ring of circle, ring of light. Something about that. I'm super drawn to it. There it fucking is. There it is. Look at that. The lovers. I mean, look at them. They're opposites. Yin, yang. This is masculine, feminine. On her shoulder is a bow and arrow, and that's quite symbolic of Sag. So I don't know if Sagittarius energy is going to relate to you, Megan. I'm not quite sure, but I'm really drawn to that Sagittarius, the bow and arrow on her shoulder. And this is magnetic. There's this magnetism between these two where it's just no matter what. It's not even like you have to do anything to find each other. The magnetic pull on each other is just incredible. What does that say? It's officially your birthday? It's officially your birthday. Your birthday is April 20th? And you have a Sag rising? Well, happy birthday, honey. Holy shit. Seriously? April 20th? Okay, well, happy birthday, honey. But here you are, the lovers. It's magnetic. See this? This Nine of Wands energy is her being guarded and her not being very trusting and being nervous and you know, all of these different vibrations, right? It's the wounded warrior. It's not, it's just her being like, fuck a what? And that doesn't bring it in. You being open to new is going to bring in new. I almost just feel like this is also the gatekeeper. For you, you might have this gatekeeper energy of where like when something gets in, it's very scorpionic. When something gets in, it's very difficult to release and let go of it. And it's that same energy and vibration of like Scorpios. Scorpios have a really, that's why Scorpios don't let nobody in. This is like Fort Knox. There's a gatekeeper, there's a gate. I don't, it could be all other signs do this too, right? Not just Scorpios, but it's a very Scorpio characteristic. They don't let people in. They don't trust nobody's ass, because once they're in, they're in. Once they're in, they're in. Oh my God, you have to put your dog down? The dog, oh my God, your baby that always comes on live with you and comes on Zoom with us when we do our Zooms, when we do our like freaking witches brews and stuff, stop. Oh, so sorry for that. So sorry for your loss, honey. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Oh, well, we are all here, honey. We are all here. We are all here for you. Thank you, Jeanette. Thank you, honey. If you want me to pull cards for you, let Namiko know, please. Oh, honey. Oh, I remember your baby. Everybody who used to be on the same Zooms as you, they remember. We remember. Oh, that makes me feel so sad. Oh, honey. You know, animals too. We have such a connection with animals. I remember when I have several dogs that died. It's devastating. They're devastating. It's your best friend. Oh, honey, I'm so sorry. We definitely send you healing energy. For sure. Love and healing energy. Okay, so this is the gatekeeper. This is about with you, you have a really hard time letting people in, letting things in, but when they're in, they're in. And so for you, this act of releasing and letting go is a really big deal. That's why when you actually do it, you attract in something massive. The things you attract in are fucking huge. Now, you do also come up as the High Priestess, and in this deck, you can see her eyes are closed and she's receiving some sort of channeled message. This could be quite symbolic of you dreaming of something. It could be quite symbolic of you just receiving this download or message or epiphany or something here. High Priestess is keeper of secrets. This is also about your intuition, trusting your fucking gut. Trust your gut, but you are in the process of releasing and letting go, and that is opening this entire new door, this whole new life for you, is what I feel. By letting go, by releasing, by surrendering. All right, hold on one second. Seduction, attraction, flirting, dating. It also says third party. Something about that energy. Obviously we know third party is a no-go, but that may have been something, you know, that you may have had to learn in this lifetime. Also, though, this talks about attraction, flirting, and dating. I feel like someone's gonna try to flirt with you. They may be different people trying to flirt with you. Something about that. Look at that, heartbroken. Spirit is just reaffirming heartbroken. Deeply hurt, sad, feeling grieving, mourning. We are so sad for your loss. I feel like the person that you meet also an animal lover too. They might have a dog. I see a man with a dog. Or a love for dogs. Maybe he could be even like maybe he works with animals. Bitch, I don't know, maybe he's a vet. I'm not sure. But I see a masculine with a dog, or they work with dogs or something. I don't know. This masculine's connected to dogs. Which is very interesting, actually. because you just lost your baby. Which, I don't know, man. Something about that feels super connected. Not the loss of your baby, but that, you know, you're a dog lover. I don't know. Do you meet them when you get a new dog? I don't know. I don't know what they do with dogs or why dogs are the connection, but that's what I felt. One second. Thief. Thief means someone's trying to take something. Steal something. Pathway. A choice. How interesting. Look at that courtship. I almost feel like it's like an option was stolen. Someone took an option away or someone stole an option. It feels quite specific, and if this has already happened, you would be like, yes, because I know what this means. It almost means like someone took the person you're supposed to be with. You see what I'm saying? I mean, if we want to just get down and dirty of it, it's what it feels like. That you did have the third party thing over here too. Someone who it's just three. I'm gonna just say three. 3 is too many in a relationship, right? Traditionally for most of us. All right. Who's next? I forget who was next. You guys remember? I don't have music playing. My AC kicks on every once in a while, but no, there's no music. Girl, R is on the next, is on the list next. Thank you, honey. Okay, give me 1 second. You just clear the energy and fill out the next one. Oh, you're very welcome, honey. You're very welcome. Oh my God. I wanted to tell you guys this because I don't know what this means because I forgot to Google it. You know, I Google everything. I'm an aqua. I'm going to still Google it after this, but I forgot. Some of you might know. I had a freaking dream last night. All these weird ass dreams. But specifically, I remember this one part of it. That I had either like this wallet or this pouch or something. And I had all these coins in it. It was like silver coins. I could have sworn they were quarters. And it was, anyway, it was money, coins. And it was so much, it kept spilling out and falling down. And I remember I kept looking down on the ground and like money was like, coins were on the ground. And I forgot to look up the symbolism of it. Because you guys know I'm not a dream interpreter, honey, at all. People always ask me about their dreams. I'm like, bitch, I don't know. Did you Google it? Because what I do, I Google the shit. But I thought it was quite interesting. That's the dream that I had. It was like, I couldn't contain the money that I had. It was just spilling out. And it was specifically coins. I don't know. It was really weird. But anyways, here we go. R. Is R here? I want to make sure R is here first so I can feel the energy. Who's after R? There's, okay, thank you, honey. Here we go. R is here. What's your first name? R is just too vague. What's your first name? You don't need to give me your full name, just your first name. Rachel, thank you, honey. Well, your first card here was go with the flow. Look at that. Bottom of the deck is sudden change. Ah! Sorry. It's collective. And it really is spirit, isn't it? Massive, crazy, sudden change. Boom! And then they go, can't you just go with the flow? You're like, no, actually, I fucking can't. Because it's a goddamn tornado. And you want me to be calm and ride the waves of a fucking tornado? Look at that. Oh my God, that's funny. Change, like the coins that I mentioned fell on the ground in my dream. Yes, change. Look at that. Sudden change. This is for you, something suddenly, a burst or sudden. And again, this is water. This isn't, it could be emotions, but it could also be about just changes in life. Boom. Going with the flow. Something for you is going to shift suddenly, or there's a sudden burst of emotions. And Spirit is reminding you in advance, go with the flow. Oh, okay. But it's a fucking tornado. And you're like, that's okay. Go with the flow. You're like, oh, okay. Go with the flow. It's almost like it's ironic that they're telling you that. And you're going to find that to be like ironic. Like, what? How the fuck you expect me to go with the flow with this shit? Could be a test too. Testy energy. They want to test you when shit pop off. Your forgiveness. Forgiveness is the key to everything, isn't it? There's something here with the forgiveness. Forgiveness is going to release emotions. You know, sometimes that we don't even know why we purge. Sometimes we purge stuff and we cry, or we feel some type of way emotional. We don't know. We're like, I don't know. I wasn't even sad. I don't know. I don't know where it came from. So when we purge, sometimes we don't know what it is. We're releasing things that are subconscious, sometimes past life. So whether for you this is a conscious thing and you know exactly what it is, or it is subconscious, I do very much so feel that there's forgiveness here needed or necessary. May have been someone's lesson. You were the counterpart. Someone's lesson here was forgiveness. And the forgiveness releases something. It almost like opens up a dam of emotions to flow. Maybe that's why they say go with the flow, because you're supposed to. You're supposed to feel it, to heal it. Catch a wave. You know that kind of a vibe? Catch a wave. It could be literal. Trust. One more, please. Peaceful resolution. Trust. Peaceful resolution. Peaceful resolution is a beautiful card because it means that something works itself out for us. We don't have to do anything. It works itself out. The situation resolves on its own. All right, here we go. This is for Rachel. Rachel. Forgiveness is the key. Bitch, I said that earlier. Didn't I fucking say that? And you got the key card. This is why I love my job. This is why I fucking love my job. I literally said that earlier. When you got forgiveness, forgiveness is the key. There's your key. And you said, I have forgiven myself for everything. See that? You wrote that. That's fucking incredible. I love my job. It's like I'm psychic or something. The key. You have the key. Is this literal? It could be. You have the key. The key means solution. I literally just said that. Bitch, you just had that fucking card. Didn't you just have the card? We just talked about peaceful resolution. Look at the card. Resolution has the word solution in it. All right, let me not freak out. Solution, intelligence, genius, insight, clarity, open, breakout, liberty, lock, unlock, and helpful. You got the key. You also had the owl. Owl is beautiful, right? Because owl talks about experience and wisdom. And in this particular card, it says, sees through the facade and secrets lifted. It talks about being aware and observant as fuck. Hoo-hoo, hoo-hoo. You know what I'm saying, bitch? Nothing get by a motherfucking owl. I'll be all hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Owl is all-knowing. Owl is wise. The beautiful thing about the owl reminds me of like the crone. It's about this phase of life where we've been there, done that, or you've learned from something and it's experience that's taught you something, right? A lesson and now it's experience. So this is definitely about something about seeing it, being aware of it, right? Wise and seeing it like that, or something being revealed. You know, owls are nocturnal. And I feel like it's important to tell you that owls are nocturnal. They see in the dark. There's something important about that for you, seeing in the dark. You have the key. Forgiveness is the key. Wow, look at that. You have the lighthouse. The lighthouse is the light in the dark. The light in the dark. You hear the sirens? You have the white wolf as well too. White wolf is confidence, it's guidance. That's also what the lighthouse is. The lighthouse is the guide in the dark. It also talks about believing in your power, the white wolf. White wolf is quite symbolic as a lot of people's spirit animals. A lot of people say, oh, the owl or the wolf is my spirit animal. But there's something here about that. It's about guidance for you. You might see the light in the dark, and that's when you go, oh my God, this, it's almost like, you know, it could be like a guide, like a literal spirit guide. Remember we talked about the owl sees in the dark. When it's dark, look for the light, look for the guide. Oh my gosh, look at that, fireworks. Fireworks is so beautiful because it's passion, it's chemistry, it could be lust, it's exhilaration, it's happiness, it's joy, it's celebration, and it could be explosive energy, right? Like explosive hot sex too. There's a sense here of, I mean, there could be something with literally fireworks, whether we're talking 4th of July or New Year's. So sorry, my phone is dying. The fireworks card can be literal, right? It could be literally fireworks. You're talking 4th of July, you're talking New Year's Eve. It could be something of the sort. But it could also be hidden. Because look at the bottom of the deck, you have the mask. Someone could be hiding their feelings or emotions, hiding a spark. Someone could be hiding their light, their magnetism, their own spark. I don't know if you dim your light. I don't know if you do that. I don't know if you self-sabotage and dim your light. But if you are someone who can, from time to time, dim your own fucking light, this is a reminder. Because when it's dark, that's when we realize we're the light, right? Or we look for the light. We look for the light. It's just what it is. There is light in dark, just like there is dark in light. Can't have one without the other. One cannot exist without the other. Something about the darkness and light, seeing in the dark. Aligned, balance, on course. This is also stability. One step after the other. I heard one step after the other, even if it's baby steps. One step after the other. One step. Bottom of the deck, you have sacrifice. Sacrifice is very self-sabotatory because it talks about self-sacrificial. It talks about exhausted and depleted. It's being self-sacrificial. Some of us self-sabotage our own selves, right? I mean, that could be very, very symbolic for a lot of you. It's the end of the road. I heard it's the end of the road. You know, the saying is that the last leg of the race is always the hardest. This is your last leg of the race. This is it. But it's almost like the hardest part is over once you have the key. And again, the key you get from forgiveness. The forgiveness is the key. It's so funny because every time that message comes out for people,
It happens a lot in personal readings where if their message is forgiveness is the key, they'll get the fucking key and the forgiveness card. It's incredible how it works. Like, that'll be the message, and then the cards will come out, and you're just like, holy fuck. So you have sudden change coming, honey. And it is quite sudden. The more you work on yourself, the more you forgive, the more you don't worry about other people, what's happening with them, and the timing of things. And self-sacrificial could be that as well too, right? When we are helping everyone else to do their shit and helping everybody else. Or the self-sacrificial could be not being happy for others, right? Just depends where you are on that spectrum. Forgiveness is your key. Hold on a second. I saw like a tunnel vision, a tunnel, light at the end of the tunnel. Could be a rebirth coming for you if you're not going through one already. Rebirth. Light at the end of the tunnel is what I feel. There is some sort of light at the end of the tunnel. Tunnel, when we're going through it, is scary. It's dark. We feel like there's no hope. There's no light. There's no this. There's no that. So I don't know if you were experiencing like something of that sort, and there's going to be some type of light at the end of the tunnel for you. I mean, you did get that card, peaceful resolution. Something resolves itself. There's some kind of light at the end of the tunnel. And it's so symbolic because you had lighthouse, which is light in the dark. Everything's about that for you. It's something about the light in the dark, seeing in the dark with the owl being nocturnal. One more, sorry, hold on. This is gonna be your last card. Who's next, please? Otter. Otter is playfulness. Otter is such a beautiful fucking spirit animal card. I'm gonna read it to you. The otter is a water animal as well too. It's an extremely beautiful card and energy to have, the otter. This is gonna be your last card, honey. Hold on. Unobstructed joy, playfulness, and contentment. Perhaps the most joyful creature within the animal spirit deck is the otter. It represents absolute bliss. Otter energy is the playfulness of a child, available to us at any age. They have a giddiness and reverence for life itself without the presence of doubt, worry, or skepticism. Imagine yourself with a little more otter energy. What would your life look like? What would it take to bring you there? The otter card begs these questions and wants to transport us to that precious place as soon as possible. The celebration awaits. When in balance, it is full of love and needs nothing. That's that contentment, right? When out of balance, it is gloomy. It sighs and it makes silly fucking excuses. Beautiful card, honey. All right, thank you. Who was next? Michelle's next on the list, honey. Thank you. It's a Michelle and then Malia. Is that the order? Hold on one second. Oh, you're welcome, Rachel. Thank you, honey. Don't forget you have the key. It's Michelle, right? Okay. I'm feeling some kind of pain in my heart area. It could be something I'm channeling. I don't think it's literal, though I will be sure to look for the other signs of fucking heart attack. But I've got to point that out. Maybe just a couple minutes ago, I started to feel that in the heart chakra area. Not in the middle of the chest, but literally right here around my heart. And I've got to be honest with you, it does feel like it's the energy that I'm channeling. I don't know if this is heartbreak. I don't know if this is clearing heart chakra. I don't know if this is heart activation. I don't know. I just know I'm pointing it out because it feels relevant. It may be collective for you guys. It may be specifically for Michelle. It may have been for Rachel. I don't know. I'm just putting it out there. The snake. Michelle, the snake card is your first card. Comes up non-fucking stop. If you guys have watched my readings or the lives I have done, the snake is coming out nonstop. It's the snakes in the grass. Be careful, right? In this particular card, the snake talks about competition, enemy, clever, malicious, looking over your shoulder or the other woman. Bottom of the deck, you have passion. Passion is great because it talks about insane chemistry, liking each other equally or having fun. It feels like there's a third party thing. I don't know if it's something you've experienced in the past. Heartbreak. Could be why I feel that in my heart. Something about disappointment. What the fuck was that? You heard that? That was a dog. It scared me. It sounded like an unusual kind of sound. There's something heartbreaking or something disappointment or I don't know. I don't know if this is past life for you, if this is this life, this is you or the other person, you know, the counterpart, the whoever's person of interest. I feel third party or something about that. More than one person or something, I don't know. First card you have is the whip. Whip talks about this repeat cycle over and over and over and over and over again. Why is this not leaving the bottom of the fucking deck? The mask? Mask is secret or hidden. Look at that fucker. The man. Something about this secret energy or hidden or something. This could be symbolic of like a karmic relationship. Could be something symbolic of like a stuck repeat pattern. Breaking free from something. There's a secret or something here. And it's either your end or it's this person's end. This fucking man right here, this masculine staring right at me. Something about this. Somebody experienced some kind of heartbreak. How funny it is too, I don't feel it anymore in my heart. Now that we've addressed this coming out, I don't feel it anymore. How strange is that? The magnifying glass. Magnifying glass talks about finding something out, right? Getting to the nitty gritty of it. Getting details about something. Finding something out, you know, examining it. That flew. Blooming season, magical encounter. Some type of magical encounter coming. Blooming season. Give me a second. I want to feel that out, the time period. I'm going to be honest with you. I felt August to September. And you would think blooming season would be spring, right? I mean, yeah, in nature. I saw August, September in my head. It could be when something very important happens. It could be when this happens. Blooming is symbolic of, you know, your becoming, your evolution. It's your becoming. You have magic twice. You have magic in the air. Magic in the air, magical encounter. Everything's magic. It's magical. What's with this third party thing? Because if you don't feel it, it's the counterpart. I don't know, because it's like a dog with a bone. Something about another person or something about it's possibly secret. I don't know. Hidden feelings, emotion, secret. I don't know. I need to know what that is so I can move the fuck on. I want to pinpoint, is it this life? Is it past life? Is it not you? Is it them? I don't fucking know, but it's a dog with a bone. I can feel it. I can feel it. It's that energy of like, I want to move past to the next card or the next energy and I can't. It's just so prevalent here, this third party energy or some kind of secret or something. You feel secret energy? Okay, then that could be what it is too, because it feels, you know, when you have the mask, right? The mask is secret and it's hidden and it's concealed. And then you have the man energy right here. This could be someone who it's, you know, the energy of like hidden, somebody's secret, or someone's holding back. It's a repeat pattern. If you feel stuck, that's the whip. The whip talks about repeat over and over and over and over and over again, right? Being stuck in something. All right, hold on. Give me 1 second. Because it just felt like it was like that spirit energy of like, I can't let it go. It was like, what is this feeling? Is it third party? Is it, you know, is it someone chose someone else? Is it multiple options? But it's hard to tell. I couldn't figure it out. I just know I could feel it. And it's like, unless it was acknowledged, I couldn't move forward. All right, let's go on to the next. Let me pull some other cards and go on to the next energies. You have 6 of Swords. This is movement. Moving forward, moving on. There's a sitting, waiting offer. Something is just sitting and not being offered. You see that? Like the Knight of Pentacles just sits there. They're not doing anything. They're just sitting there. It's infamously known as the slowest card in the deck, right? It's like molasses. It's like a sloth. It just, there's no offer, there's no movement, it's just sitting like that, right? Nothing's happening with it. And you can see that there's movement from here. So either someone is moving on and not waiting for this offer to come, or the offer is finally coming in. Could it be the offer is finally arriving? Or is someone saying, I'm waiting, and it's not happening, and I'm not fucking waiting anymore. There it is again. Look, another offer. I think if you were to let go of one offer and move on and move forward, you get another one. It's almost like you just got, there's another one coming. Because this one, you're waiting. It's prolonging shit. You're out of alignment. You let it go. You move on. Could be the same offer that finally comes in or a new one. But it's definitely another offer. King of Cups. 10 of Cups. Nah. Yeah. The Sun. Yeah, happiest card in the whole fucking deck. Sun is Leo. But the Sun is bliss. It's happiness. It's healing. But that's also a reveal. That's a reveal, or something is like, it's clarity, right? Reveal, clarity. If there's a secret, it won't be secret forever. Someone's hiding something, if someone's not saying something, or if something is not right and hidden beneath the surface, this means it's revealed. Now this, let's talk about that. This King of Cups energy for you, I mean, it could be Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, but it's a masculine that has feelings, right? Now this is what's really tricky. This don't mean shit. Because someone could love us and think we are everything and think, oh my God, it's a fairy tale feeling. It's the love of my life. But if no offer or action is taken, or there's no action, what the fuck are you supposed to do with the idea of somebody loving you? If you love me over there and I love you over here, what's love got to do with it if we ain't doing shit about it? See, love is an action word. So this is the key here, right? Maybe in life you've experienced this, like someone's going, oh, I like you, I love you, but no action. That's the key, is action. We don't give a fuck if someone says, I love you. So, they all motherfucking love me. What's love got to do with it? If you love me, I love you, but nothing's happening. No action, there's no nothing. What are we supposed to do? Be in love in our heads? Be in love in our dreams? No, it don't work like that. So for you, don't forget that just because someone says I love you, or feels like it's everything, it doesn't mean that it's going to be meant to be. It's meant to be because someone puts hard work into it. They take action. The offer has to come. See, remember down here you had passion, which was insane chemistry, liking each other equally. It does go back to what I just fucking said. If I love you, you love me, we feel in each other, major chemistry, but we can't move forward because one's scared. Someone's in a relationship. Whatever the fuck the scenario would be, whatever the but is of why there's no action, we don't care about the why. We care that there's no action. So liking each other equally ain't got shit to do with shit. That's the bare minimum. Feeling chemistry and feeling attraction and liking each other and digging each other and vibing, bare fucking minimal. That's the basis of it, right? It has to be that at least. Now here comes the biggie. The biggie is, does that come in? Is that offered? Because if it does not get offered, moving on up. Moving on. You see that energy? Moving on, but something is revealed. So if there's a secret, something is revealed. Give me a second. My nose has been so itchy, you guys, pardon. Okay, my allergies are just through the roof right now. It's spring. Even though I take my allergy medicine every day, you're probably noticing in my videos now, my nose is so itchy again. My nose gets really itchy when like I'm tuned in and you know, it's a weird kind of a witchy thing, but it's also spring. So pardon my nose rubbing. Give me a second, honey, hold on. Pride, ego, arrogance. I'm so sorry. My phone is dying. See that right there? You have the vain card. Pride, ego, and arrogance. A masculine here might have this pride and ego issue. He has to have death of ego. And until then, might not think he needs to put in effort, take action, right? That could be why the ego is fucking them up. Someone's ego here is fucking them up. All right, who's my last person, please? Can we wait for 1 second? I've got to get my charger. Can you guys hold on, please? Just give me 1 second. I got to get my charger. I'm afraid it's going to die on the last one I'm doing. All right, guys, hold on. It's just, I don't want it to, oh, you're so welcome, honey. You're so welcome, Michelle. There we go. Okay. Just so that I don't have to risk my phone dying. Here we go. All right, who was next, please? Was it Malia? Can you give me a second before I get to Malia's? I'm going to shuffle a couple cards for the collective, you guys. Give me a second, please. I don't know. I feel like we need to. Give me 1 second. Jesus Christ. Look at the Hanged Man. This is collective, you guys, before I roll into Malia's reading. The Hanged Man. You see how she's upside down? She's seeing something differently. Now, the Hanged Man is traditionally a card of pause or a stalemate, right? But it is also a card of enlightenment. That's why there's always a light around their head. This feminine might have an epiphany, or you guys might see something differently. There could be some kind of enlightenment. You could learn something. You might have this like, ding, the light bulb goes off and there's some kind of huge fucking epiphany. The feminine has a light bulb moment or an epiphany. See something differently. If there was a pause and there was nothing, like you were asking for something, wanted to know something, nothing, all of a sudden, bing, that kind of a feeling. 1 second. Two of Pentacles. This is like the difference between dream versus reality. See, this is like tangible and the other one is not. There's this versus what I want and what I dream versus what it is. That's one of the hardest fucking things for us to do. The idea of something versus what it is. I feel, this is the whole thing again, talking about like love. I love them, but I feel like they're my person, but Something about that. It's like the reality of something, the vision, the fantasy of it versus the real deal reality. Maybe that's what she's seeing. Maybe she's seeing, you know what? What I thought it wasn't. Or she's thinking what I thought was never possible. Remember the whole reading here? This is about that new moon solar eclipse that we have going on right now. There's a possibility. See this? What I never thought was possible. What I thought and I dreamt of and I thought only in my dreams, is it becoming reality? Bitch. There's a possibility. Is that the epiphany? Is that light bulb moment that she has? Does she have this moment where she goes, oh my God, holy fuck. Every single thing that I thought I could never have, that I thought was unreachable, that I thought was just when pigs fly, that I thought was only 1 in a billion, is this me speaking it into life? Is this me manifesting this? Is this, you know, the universe gifting me with this? Some of you, it could be dream into reality. There's a possibility. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that, bitch. The Ace of Pentacles. There's a possibility. Imagine this idea of something, this manifestation, this dream of something becomes fucking reality. The seed has sprouted. You can see it looks like a seed that sprouted. A seed that was planted is finally growing. That's a big fucking deal because we talked about that, like nothingness and giving up hope and thinking there's no way it's possible. Imagine all of a sudden that seed that you thought was dead or never gonna fucking, you know, sprouts. The impossible could become possible, and this is in a good way, right? Look at the bottom of the deck is the star. See how she's holding on to that hope? There's a possibility. The star card is also Aquarius, but it's a wish card. Not only is it a wish card, but it is the card of hope. We keep talking about that. There's been like this spark of hope. Something here that you thought was impossible, that you thought it was only in your dreams, that it was this, there's just no way, it's like, or something that was dead in the water becomes revived. It's resurrected. That's beautiful. All right, we're gonna go into Malia's. Malia was my last one, right? For those curious of what I'm doing, anytime people donate over 50 USD, I pull cards for them and do a little mini reading. All right, Malia. Oh. Oh. Malia, are you here, girl? Jeanette is the last one. Thank you. Girl. You got kang dang-a-lang coming from every motherfucking angle. You got a dang-a-lang over here, you got a dang-a-lang over here, or is it the same dang-a-lang? I don't know. This is massive. Big dick energy. Now, baby daddy, right? Because, you know, this is the father. But this is very strong masculine energy, okay? The Emperor can be seen as the father figure. This could be someone who's the boss, CEO, something of that sort. But it's very aggressive energy. That's why I call him Kang Dang Lang, honey, because that thing do this when he walk, okay? It just swang. It just, you know, that's the sound of his vibration. There's a very strong masculine energy coming at the very, very forefront. There's some kind of an ending. So you may have had an ending with a very strong masculine, or an ending brings this in. Oh, look, there's a 5 of Cups too. There's like some kind of grief, sadness, regret, sorrow. Could be a baby daddy kind of feels that way too, right? Baby daddy feels like whatever. There's some kind of thing about that. 2 of Swords. It's indecision, not seeing something. There's definitely some ending here. Yeah, I see death. There's some kind of an ending. Death is Scorpio for sure, but there's some type of an end. Knight of Swords. This could have been a sudden ending. This was indecision. Someone may have not known what they wanted as well, too. You ended it with your baby daddy. Yeah. Yeah. That would definitely be it. Look at what's on the bottom of the deck, though. The 10 of fucking cups. There is this fairy tale energy waiting for you. I get the feeling of... It's like a fairy tale, like literally a fairy tale. Something is fairy tale about it. It's like Prince Charming. There's like a vibration of... He's got a hero vibe. I've been seeing the word hero off and on for like, I don't know, a month and a half or so. There's a hero vibe to this person. I don't know if what they do for a living is like kind of like being a hero, meaning are they like a first responder? Or do they come in and rescue you? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I can't tell, but there's a hero vibe, which would explain why that very strong, aggressive, big dick energy, Kang Dang Lang energy comes in, because it's that kind of a vibe of like the hero coming in and everybody's like, oh, you know that feeling? They're brave, they're courageous. If the building's on fire, they're gonna go right in there without a second thought. You know, that kind of a vibe. They're the hero. I need a hero. Na, 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 na. Remember that song like from the 80s or the 90s? I can't remember. I need a hero. They have a hero vibe. I just keep feeling it. The tree, very grounded. Very, very solid and stable. And I feel like this is different than what you might be used to. Because this is solid and stable. And I feel like when I feel that, it feels different than what you may have experienced or felt. This is solid. It is about this person who has really deep roots. To them, family is super important. This talks about, you know, a spiritual awakening as well, too. Past lives, past life connection. You're going to feel familiar. Told you it's big dick energy. There's the bear. I know. It's like I'm making it up. I know. I'm not. There's your fucking bear. Big dick energy. Why is that? Because it's super aggressive, right? Remember, the bear is boss, CEO. This is the emperor. This is Kang Dang-a-lang. This is about someone who's they could be built like the bear. They could be. They could be built like a fucking bear. Very, very protective. They have that hero vibe. Bitch. It's like a fucking hero vibe. It's the bear. Super protective. I do feel like they provide financial stability too. I do feel it. I'm going to tell you this. If you meet a person, because we don't know if it's the next one or if it's 3 in, we don't know this, right? If you meet people and they have major, massive financial issues, it's not them. It's not to say that our partners can't have issues financially. We do that. We ebb and flow. Money come, money go, right? Money is energy. But if there's something about this, it feels like you might be the type of person, and it is the downfall to having a light within us, the downfall to being this like kind of motherly sort of attractive energy, healer almost, right? Motherly healer. And we attract in people that need healing. And there's something about that. Like, be careful, because you might attract that kind of people in. Your counterpart won't be that. They're going to be very, very stable. Like a big ass oak tree. There's something about country. Paniolo. because I saw like Yellowstone in my head. And then I saw a belt buckle. You know, like how the country people wear belt buckles, but also Native Americans use belt buckles too? Those kind of really beautiful, gorgeous, decorative like belt buckles. I saw like a belt buckle in my head, and it gave me the vibe of like what they were on like Yellowstone. It's like in Hawaii we call paniolo. It means cowboy in Hawaiian. There's some kind of a cowboy or paniolo thing or something. I don't know if they have a belt buckle. They don't use it, but they have it, or they wear it, or there's some kind of like, I don't know if someone likes Yellowstone, or if it's or I don't know, but there's some kind of a connection to that. Holy shit, the tower. The tower is sudden change. You see how we keep getting that? And this is an eclipse. This talks about impulsive, could be real lusty, right? The tower is sudden, unexpected. This happens very suddenly and unexpectedly. It's just like that. It's not a slow burn. It's not like, oh, it's a friend and we just get to know each other. And oh my God, it took 7-8 months. I don't feel like that. I feel like if this is the tower connected to how you meet this person or something about it, there's this thing where it's sudden, it's very unexpected. Now, don't get me wrong, the tower energy is also Mars. So again, we go back to they could be very masculine. There's this very masculine energy, very hero-like, the big dick energy, Kang Dangling. There's this very strong energy of that. The catalyst, this is a spark. And the lion. The lion. Lion is like beast, right? The lion is someone who's very heart-centered, but they have the appearance to be quite scary. So this person might be kind of big in stature, meaning they look like a big teddy bear. They might be someone who's just kind of big in stature, like a giant, like a gentle giant is the vibe I get. Their looks might be deceiving, meaning they might look scary, or maybe that's you. You know, like how we have resting bitch face. Someone here, their looks are deceiving, meaning they look kind of like mean or intimidating, but they're not. Inside, they're like a softie. Because heart-centered softie. For Malia. What was that? Ask your angels. Something about prayer. I don't know if you need to pray. I don't know if you did pray. But there's something connected to asking angels and prayer. Something about faith. Having faith? No. Someone here may have almost given up faith at some point. Didn't believe that it was going to happen. You know that feeling? We've all been there. Every single one of us have had that feeling of, that's like the no hope feeling. Why should I pray and ask when it's probably not going to help? It's either you or them. Someone here questioned their faith. They had issues with that. Because the answer may have been no. They may have asked for something and the answer was no, or they didn't receive help. And so it kind of questioned their faith of things. You know what I'm saying? That's the vibe I get. But no is not always no because it's no. It can be no because it's no for protection. You know what I mean? It's redirection. It's not rejection, it's protection. You're ready. The more you work on you, you're ready. Trust. When you are ready and open to be in a relationship and you feel that you trust that there's no expectation on this person, right? Remember we talk about that no matter how this situation ends, whether it ends wonderfully or not, we are not going to be rocked by it. We are in a position where we are strong enough and centered enough that no matter how it works out, we're going to be just fine regardless. That's how you know you're ready. when you get to that place, look, you have within the next few months. Something within the next few months. Gee, I wonder what. And let's say it's not the man. Let's say it's not the masculine. Within the next few months could be this energy of you with like a big shift. Didn't I tell you about that someone questioned their faith or was leaning heavy into it? Look, you have the church, faith, sanctuary, and worship. I literally saw the word faith. Having faith or losing faith. There it is right there. The church and the word faith. Oh my God, you have the fucking rainbow. The rainbow is God's promise, a miracle, and good luck. So you do have something coming in, honey. See, everything is about this, like faith, church, or prayer or something, right? Because the stained glass window is about sacred, religious, or masterpiece. Someone may have questioned their faith, their religion. I don't know, something about that. And then you have the magician. So you definitely don't know who this person is. See how he's hidden? Definitely haven't met him yet. And if you've met him, you don't know that it's him. But I don't think you've met him. If I have to go with my gut, I do not think you've met this person yet. I don't think you have. They might not be on the same in the same state, city, or whatever as you. Are you in Hawaii? You are, aren't you? For example, they might not be on the same island. And if they are on the same island as you, maybe they don't come from that island originally. You know what I mean? That's the vibe I get. Like, you guys are not from the same place, but even if they're from Hawaii, you guys aren't from the same island or something. You know what I mean? Or they don't live on the same island or something. I don't know. Maybe they live in Paniolo country. Maybe they fucking live Paniolo country, bitch. Maybe they live Big Island. I don't know. Maybe they're from Big Island originally. Fuck, I don't know. If you guys don't know, here in Hawaii on the Big Island, I'm on Oahu, but on the Big Island, we have what we call Paniolo country, and it means cowboy in Hawaiian. And if you've never been there, it's so beautiful. Oh my God, Kamuela is so beautiful and amazing. And it's all the way up the mountain. That's why when you get up there, it's real cold. A lot of places, there are a lot of homes, they have fireplaces because it gets really fucking cold up there. And I believe that's Mauna Kea right there, yeah, that you can see. When you go up Kamuela, you can see Mauna Kea. And when we went up there, we just went up there in December. We went up there just for a day trip. I mean, we were lucky on Hawaii, we can island hop. And I took my daughter and my nephews. And we just went for the day. We went early in the morning and we came home at night. It was amazing. And there was snow on the mountain on Mauna Kea when we went. It was so beautiful. But I'm just saying, like, they could have some kind of connection. I don't know. Or maybe somebody just really likes Yellowstone. Because I saw, like, you know, kind of a vibe. Like country, Yellowstone. I don't know. Yeah, Kamuela, Waimea. Exactly. Yes. Oh, I just got the chills. What if, like, you and this person, like, retire there and move to Waimea or Kamuela? Oh, I just got the chills. I know everybody loves that area. It's so beautiful. It's all the way up the mountain. It's incredible, too. Like, if you're down in Kona, right, like, shoreline by the airport, and it's, like, 80-something degrees, and, like, we tested it, right, and then we drove all the way up the mountain to Paniolo country, and the fucking temperature dropped so much. It was incredible. It was crazy. But yeah, Big Island. I always say Maui's my favorite island, but then when I go to Big Island, I go, oh, I love Big Island too. Because Big Island is so big and the temperatures are so extreme that it's just crazy. It's almost like you're in like two different places when you're on Big Island. It's so hard to explain. Like here on Oahu and on the other islands, you don't experience that like you experience on Big Island. Big Island is just so huge that like the temperature change. Oh, I just remembered something too. The Parker family on the Big Island in Waimea, right? Kamuela, Waimea. They own Parker Ranch, the Parker family, and they are like the Hawaii version of the Dutton family in Yellowstone. I don't know, there's some kind of connection. What does that say? My daughter's middle name includes the fog mist atop Mauna Kea. Shut the fuck up. I don't know. I don't know how that's going to connect, honey, but you definitely, I always tell people when it happens, you'll know what the connection about that is. I don't know. I'm not sure, but we just went in December, and like, I just can't wait. This summer, I hope to go island hopping with my baby, my daughter. Of course, we got to go Maui. We love Maui. And Maui is the only island in Hawaii with Krispy Kremes. Bitch, I love Krispy Kremes. Don't get me started, honey. I ain't got no damn breaks when it comes to them. Okay, my last person is going to be Jeanette, and then I'm going to go. Remember, you guys, catch me live next time if you want me to do a mini reading for you, okay? And you donate over 50. After I do the collective readings, I do these little mini ones for you guys, and I am loving these. All right, Jeanette, are you still here, honey? Let me know. If not, I'll wait till next time. All right, so Jeanette, let's see. I know, I love these. These are so fun. Hold on. Okay, there she is. Okay. Okay, honey. Here we go. For Jeanette. I'm really tired. That's why I'm pooped. A year from now. Something about a year. 4 seasons. Something had to go through this phase, this evolution, because then you have peaceful resolution. Something had to go through this natural phase. You know, like how the 4 seasons in a year, we don't experience that here in Hawaii. Our seasons don't change, but on the mainland, you guys know this, that you guys go through the different seasons of, you know, winter, for example, is when everything just sort of dies out and it's like desolate and dead, right? It's cold and icy. And then in the spring, the ice melts and then there's new bloom. And that is quite symbolic. So I don't know if this is symbolic of your own 4 seasons within self or literally a year. Peaceful resolution and a year from now. Something could take a year to resolve, or it's this natural organic process for something to work itself out. Wow, Jesus Christ, you got the ladybug very first card. Ladybug is a very lucky energy, right? Ladybugs are luck. So this particular card in this deck symbolizes a vibrant, abundant life, happy, comfort, leisure, and wishes are coming true. It also talks about birth of a daughter. So it could be someone in your family connected to you, whether it's your own child or like a granddaughter or something, right? But that may not even be relevant at all, but it's on the card, birth of a child, birth of a daughter. The Milky Way here too. Milky Way talks about exposure. It could be also social media, internet, networking, marketing. The Magician. This is manifestation, right? But the Magician also talks about on here, it says all types of communication. This could be communication via some kind of social media. I don't know what that is, but that's what it says. Something with social media. Or internet app or something, you know what I mean? You have the New Moon Maiden. That talks about new beginnings, excitement, enchantment. Something new is starting for you. It's a new bloom. It's like spring. Something new. I saw tulips in my head, and I don't know if that's just symbolic or literal. You have stepping stones, process of arrival. Keep going, progress. And it feels like that. It feels like the 4 seasons, that like from winter to spring to summer to fall. It's like this natural, it's like just because it's winter right now doesn't mean that the flowers aren't going to bloom, right? It's the natural organic process of things. It's something like that. It's like the process of something. Progress, or the process of it. The Tower, in this deck, that tower is the Eiffel Tower. That tower symbolizes being alone. And then the tree. Tree is about grounded and spirituality, but it also is about spiritual growth, going through a process of spiritual awakening alone. Being alone. Something about being alone. It's definitely a spiritual awakening. It's the only way you could learn it. And the caterpillar's alone in the cocoon. Sometimes we mistake being alone for loneliness. It's a difference. I can be alone and not feel lonely. Do you know what I mean? I've been lonely laying next to someone in the same bed. There's this thing here about being the tower in this deck, which is about being alone and being strong and being independent and embracing that energy and feeling and knowing that being alone doesn't equate to loneliness. Because if you're with the wrong person or in the wrong circle of friends, have you ever been in a crowd of people and felt lonely as fuck? Loneliness is not about whether you're alone. Loneliness is just this feeling. I mean, for years, I slept in the same bed with someone and felt alone. And now that I am single and alone, I slept in a bed with somebody and felt lonely. And I wasn't physically alone. But now that I am physically alone, I don't feel lonely. I feel happiness and bliss. You know what I mean? When we feel lonely, why? That's a normal feeling, right? For us once in a while to go, oh, I miss somebody and have this yearning to feel them or be with them or see your kids or see your grandma or whatever this is, right? That's different. We go through these natural feelings of emotions where it's okay to feel that, to be a little lonely sometimes. But sometimes people feel lonely because there's this codependent energy there. There's a void. And that's not healthy. And now what that means is that, now I'm not saying this is you because this could also be collectively, right? Because other people are watching. But this also can be where loneliness sometimes can come from this feeling of, because I need someone to fulfill that part within myself. And that is not healthy. Judgment. This judgment card's beautiful because this is basically the phoenix. So you did mention that you did feel that you said that you were going through some kind of other, transformation. And this card literally says rebirth, transformation, awakening. What does that say? I felt more lonely with people than when I am alone in the past. Absolutely. Because it's a misconception. Well, I just want to be with anybody and somebody, and then I don't feel so alone and lonely. That's you trying to fulfill, right, this place within us. And I think we've all been there and all done that, But you have this energy. You're definitely going through some kind of spiritual awakening. You're going through another rebirth. There's something with birds. Because bottom of the deck, I saw this bird here too. And I mean, if I'm going to point it out, it's a falcon, which talks about third eye, changes, transition, rising above, things of that sort, right? Transitioning higher self, right? That awakening. But there's something about birds or wings or something. I don't know if it's a literal birds or if it's flying. I don't know. But there's something with birds. Something with the bird or the wings. Hold on. Give me 1 second, honey. It's like you getting your wings too, though. You kept seeing crows yesterday. Look at that. You have magical encounter. Are you older? You can just say yes or no. When I mean older, meaning like, would you consider yourself in your crone phase? Or would you consider yourself more in like your middle maiden sort of mother phase? I get the impression you energetically you feel older. Do you know what I mean? Like I would consider myself to be older because I'm 45, but I'm also in this phase of my life where I feel like I've, really done a lot of things and you know what I mean? I'm at this other stage. I feel like that. Your crone phase, Walking away. Magical encounter, walking away. You want to know what's insane? There's this energy of almost testy for a lot of us, where when we meet someone and there is sparks, we always imagine that it has to be right then and there, and this has to kick up, and oh my God, I felt something with this person, or I met someone and there was attraction. I met them online. Oh my God, I met someone and there was this thing. We had this connection, this conversation. How are they not the one? It's very collective for a lot of us, this test, right? But I feel like for you it could be this way as well too, is don't get discouraged when you meet people and you feel there's a connection with them and it's not your person. There's something about that. There's a lesson in there for you. when you have like connections, or you feel this spark or chemistry or something with someone, and it doesn't pan out, and there is this walking away, it's not, it's testy somehow. I don't know how or why, but it just is. It's testy. Could be also testing your fate, right? Because, you know, that can give us the impression of like, well, is it never gonna fucking happen? Well, what is it, just, you know what I'm saying? Oh my God, look at the card that you have. Oh my God, I wanna wine you and dine you and 69 you. This is the Knight of Cups. Now, honey, he could be younger. Okay, and if he's not younger in Muggle years, he's younger spirited, okay? Meaning you're the more mature crone, even if you guys are same age, okay? Well, however this is gonna be. You're more, you know, ancient and wise or whatever. This is the energy of, I mean, look at his ass. He's over there smitten. He's got these roses. He's all like, excuse me. So this is, you might have somebody in the future that is sort of secret admirer-ish. This is a secret admirer card, but you can see in this particular deck, they've got him all spiffied up, and it looks like a younger masculine who is enchanted. Can you guys hold on? I want to see if the sun set already. Hold on, please. Fuck, it already did. I wanted to see what it looked like when it wasn't blaring in my goddamn eyeballs. I'm gonna go rewatch the live things that like NASA and everybody did of it, because you know it was really bright and sunny. You're not supposed to look at it, but I did twice. But luckily it was cloudy here. I always get scared. I'm like, why didn't it say that on the things I read not to look at it in the eye? I did though, just for a few seconds. But in any case, this person is smitten. It's a very secret admirer vibe, is what I have to say. They might be charming, meaning they might, me and Mrs. Jones, I don't know why I'm hearing Mrs. Jones. I know Mrs. Jones is kind of like cheating. You know what I'm saying? It kind of is, or it's like secretive. But I kind of feel like when I hear the song, sometimes it gives off the impression of it's secret because maybe there's a age difference that they don't really want nobody to know about. Meaning Mrs. Jones is older. I don't know. It's just a vibe I get. I don't know if that's going to be the actual person itself or what. I don't fucking know. But I'm hearing me and Mrs. Jones. I just feel like they're going to be really into you, and they might be younger. Which, I mean, honestly, is that bad? Fuck no. Who gives a fuck about any other cards? When you have this. Right? I mean, fuck. That is your message. There. You got a little cute hottie boomalati maybe waiting. I don't know, bitch. You might be actually kind of like, you know when younger guys hit on us too? You're like, why get the fuck out of here? Because I don't know how old you are, but like, what if it's like someone that could be the age of your kid? I'm not saying it is, but you know that kind of a feeling? I don't know. Maybe if this is someone's fantasy? I don't know. I don't know what it is, but in any case, honey, that's your card. Your last card, I should say. All right, you guys, it's been such a pleasure. For those of you that are confused, this particular live eclipse that we have spent together is filled with collective messages, as well as many personal messages for other people that have made donations over 50. Now, if I was you, I wouldn't really necessarily fast forward through this if you are going to rewatch this. I say that because, I don't know, man, some people's personal message might be something you also need to hear, okay? So I want to thank you guys so very much for spending your time with me on this magical, rare, hybrid, new moon solar eclipse in Aries. And I'm exhausted. I haven't eaten all day. I'm going to go and eat now and watch Nip Tuck and watch Hottie Booma Hottie Honey on there. You know what I'm saying. You know who I'm talking about too. Oh my God, that man is gorgeous. Even now as an older man, that man aged like fine motherfucking wine. Let me go and drool over Julian. and go eat my food, okay? I love you guys so much. Thank you for all of the donations you guys sent. You guys are so supportive. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys again soon. Bye.